Scripps News senior congressional correspondent Nate Reed, who is live for us this morning. Nate, good morning. We know the price of gas is hitting a breaking point for a lot of Republicans in Congress with the Trump administration, with the war in Iran. So what should we be watching for in the coming days?
Yeah, Blaine, what's pretty fascinating is the vast majority of Republicans on Capitol Hill largely backing the Trump administration on the conflict. And look, there were two votes yesterday that we were watching really closely. War powers votes on whether the Trump administration has to pull back some of its troops from the region and stop the fighting with Iran. At this point, it does not seem like that's going to be the case. The House of Representatives did vote to curb the president's war powers, but the Senate did not vote. The vote in the Senate failed earlier yesterday. What's notable about this is just the vote that did pass was mostly Democrats who are trying to push President Trump to exit that war in the region. Just 4 Republicans crossing party lines. And look, the vast majority of Republicans on Capitol Hill continue to back the president on the war with Iran. I caught up with Senator John Hoeven yesterday, the Republican from North Dakota. He said that higher gas prices just might be a reality going into the midterm elections, and voters are going to have to bear that short-term pain for what they say are going to be cheaper gas prices in the future once the war finishes up. Take a listen.
It is tougher right now in terms of prices at the pump, but on a long-term basis, people have to understand that we will have lower energy prices.
Do you think voters are willing to be patient in the midterms to feel the pain in the short term and hope that sometime in the future the prices will come down?
Right. So that's why it's so important we continue to talk about exactly what our objectives are and why it's so important that we achieve them. It's not something we want to do, but it's something we have to do.
And Blaine, the pure math is most Republicans do back the Trump administration on the war. That could change if we get closer to the midterm elections in November and the war is still ongoing. But the Trump administration has repeatedly said they want this conflict to be over swiftly. The question is, how long will it last? No one has the answer to that.
All right, Nate Reed this morning live for us. We're talking about the cost of fuel. The Pentagon says that the U.S. spent more than $37 billion on this war so far, with the U.S. service members being killed. So how is the administration looking at addressing the price of this conflict, price in lives and in money?
Well, they've gone to Congress asking for additional money. Just this week, Secretary of Defense, the Trump administration calls him the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, was on Capitol Hill making that pitch for additional funds for the war with Iran. There's also been multiple attempts now to try and pass additional billions in funding, somewhere in the range of $80 billion or so in funding to help the Trump administration pay for this war with Iran. Remember, Congress continues to control the power of the purse, the ability to pay for conflicts. The major question is, will that funding get across the finish line? The administration also requesting $1.5 trillion, that's trillion with a T, in funding for the military next year. A lot of questions about whether those funds get across the finish line, but a staggeringly high total for the cost of this war so far, not to mention, of course, the human lives as well. It's estimated, at least, I believe 14 is the current number, or 18, excuse me, Pentagon soldiers have died, military soldiers have died since the beginning of this conflict.
Nate Reed live for us this morning. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend.